Well, I say that a person ran by and put shit in that window. What? What? While I was taking a shit, someone just ran by and slam dunked a piece of shit in the window?
Weird.
The Ponder Freak podcast starts now.
What is up, Ponder Freak Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Ponder Freak podcast, a podcast that thinks too deeply into hypotheticals, real scenarios, and random questions. I'm your host, Stephen Kelley, and the other host here along with me today is...
Hemi! That's right, folks. I am in the building, and so are you. Welcome, one and all, to what we have going on here, which is...
the Ponder Freak podcast.
Well, duh, but I mean,
welcome.
What's going on today? What's the big, you know what people want to get into. They just want to get directly into it.
Right.
Look, this is the era of short attention spans. Okay, Stephen,
Right.
we're supposed
Okay.
to just
Keep
jump
it moving.
directly
Gotcha.
into it.
Understood.
So what is it?
I
today?
apologize. All right, so I have some incredible news. The Ponder Freak podcast, yes, that's us. The show you're listening to right now is about to be featured on Podcast Republic. Yes, this is happening. It's true. We need to show them some love. So listen to us on their website. Listen to us through their Podcast Republic Android app. Just go to Google Play, download the app, Podcast Republic. It's fantastic. I'm not just saying that because I actually downloaded it myself. It's a cool little app. It's very simple, clean, great ratings. Good way to favorite your favorite podcast. We would love for you to favorite us on there so you don't miss any episodes. Again, it's Podcast Republic. We're going to get featured on there, which is awesome. Check them out on any Android device. That was it. Moved on. Well, today is actually a real scenario that's going to sound like a hypothetical, so it's going to be kind of funny.
All right.
But all right, let's get going. Just to get us in the mindset. All right, Hemi, let's get there first. Imagine you're an attractive woman.
Done.
Okay, done? All right, you're like, I've done this before. All right, you're an attractive woman. I want to say you have an average life. And what I mean by that is, like, you know, you got your 9 to 5, you're single, and you're looking to mingle, obviously. And you use one of these apps, Tinder, Match, whatever you use. You find a date. Seems like a nice guy. Great guy, actually. You hit it off, you talk a little bit, and you both make the move. You're like, let's go on a date. Let's see where this goes. Perfect. It is the day of the date. How are you feeling so far, Hemi? I just want to check in.
I mean, I'm a little nervous. I'm not sure exactly what I should wear.
You know what's funny? I feel like guys go through that too. So, okay. So we got this going on. All right. So a little nervous.
Yeah.
Cool. That's first dates, right? You gotta have a little jitters.
Yeah. I got a bit of a yeast infection. I'm kind of not...
Okay.
What?
Let's...
I have a yeast infection.
Let's-
It's the first date. It might go down tonight. I'm a little nervous about that too, Steven. If you're asking,
Okay.
because personally, this is how I feel and what I'm going through.
No. All right. So let's remove the yeast infection. Let's not add that to the mix.
Can we just do that? Do we have the power to do that? If we have the power to do that, we can make a lot of money.
Okay. So we do not have that power, but we do have the power to change hypotheticals. So we are invoking that for now.
It's funny.
You almost gave us a whole new business to go into, which is funny. But let's leave it alone. All right, so you've worked. It's after the work day. You're getting ready. You're doing your hair. You're doing your makeup a little extra nice. You want to leave a good impression. You're like,
Oh, do I want to show off a little cleavage? Do I want to seem more classy?
you're going through all these thoughts, kind of like you were thinking, minus the yeast infection.
Right. That was just a personal thing.
That's just all right. Now it's time to date. It's time to go meet them at a restaurant to date. You pick kind of a casual place, but a little bit nicer. Think like a Chili's, or something like that. Not fast food, in other words, just a slight step up, arguably. So you meet up, you do that. Okay, I just want to talk a little bit about this. So when you first meet someone, you hug, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the hug is.
Or handshake. I mean,
I see a handshake. I feel like, is that just business? Like I would be asking all night, but I think a hug is like, oh, hey, I see you in person. I still find you attractive. Here's a hug. Let's see where this goes. If the handshake happens right then, I feel like that's like, oh, your picture looks nothing like you. Here's a handshake.
no, I feel you. Yeah, my bad. I thought you meant just in general. Like, is it?
Oh, no. In this potentially romantic situation.
Yeah, for a romantic situation, yeah, you should definitely start with a hug.
If you're both feeling it. Okay, so just making sure the universal language is kind of discussed. All right. So you do the hug, still feeling good. Go into the restaurant, you sit down, and, you're feeling a little adventurous. Okay? So you check out the menu. You're like, I want something a little spicy, a little heat to it. So you get something spicy. He's talking to you. You're talking to him. You're like, wow, this is going really well. I actually want a drink. And at that point, I feel like if you're both kind of having drinks, you're both into each other, which is kind of nice. So you're both drinking. You're eating your spicy food. This is going really well. You get a little tipsy, but you try to keep a straight head, right? You kind of clear. You don't want to get taken advantage of, right? Or do you? So, got a little mix going on here. How you feeling, Hemi? How's the date going?
And I'm still good, just feeling a little tipsy. A little bit of spicy food in my stomach. Might got a little bit of the bubbly guts, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay. And, you're wanting to be adventurous, right? So you're letting this happen. See where it goes. You've always been kind of shy and liking to hide things, you know what I mean? But now you're being yourself.
Right.
Okay. He's like,
do you want to keep this going at my place?
and you're like,
You know what? Yeah.
he's like,
Well, let's grab a bottle of wine on the way home.
Perfect.
you love it. You go back to his place, sitting on the couch. Beautiful thing. Drinking some wine. Conversation is amazing. You're like, I am amazed this is going so well. But funny as you mention it, you feel that gurgle in your stomach.
Mm-hmm. Bad.
Yeah, don't eat spicy foods on first dates. Just don't risk it. Know your body. Right? So she's like,
Oh, I gotta use your restroom.
obviously not letting him know anything. You do the whole
I'm just going to powder my nose.
kind of thing, right? Nothing crazy, just healthy, like,
Oh, I'm just gonna go touch up. I wanna be.
like you want to be perfect for him. You know that kind of
Right.
game ladies play with guys. We know what you're doing. You don't have to hide anything. Anyways, you go to the restroom and you unleash this beast into the toilet. Yes.
This is a growler. This is a fighter. This is. Why did I eat spicy? What was I thinking? That was too adventurous.
Okay. I'm really in her mindset right now, so this is funny.
We're having a good time, but I'm in here blowing it up.
Blowing it all the way up.
All right, let's get up. Time to flush. Doesn't flush.
Excuse me?
Yeah. So this guy, I don't know, maybe he has a smaller toilet, whatever the cause is, you have this evidence of a giant poo that you don't want him to see, sitting there, taunting you, and you feel this is going to ruin your night.
Mm.
You're like,
Like I have to do something.
Mm.
and in a panic, you pick up the poop, open his window in his bathroom, go to throw it, and realize it's actually like a double window. You threw the poop, and it landed between the two windows, so now there's just a poop, almost like it's a peeping Tom looking into the bathroom.
Wow.
How are you feeling so far?
I'm nervous that I'm going to be discovered.
Right. And apparently there's like a really tiny alleyway you can't walk in outside the window. It's just kind of meant for rain to go through. So there's no real easy way to get to this poop from the outside. And you can obviously see there's a poop resting from the inside.
Right.
What do you do at this point?
I say that a person ran by and put shit in that window. What? While I was taking a shit, someone just ran by and slam dunked a piece of shit in the window?
Weird. Well, they can't run by. It's too thin of an alleyway.
What do you mean they can't? They walked by. Well, I'm not going to stop them. I'm taking it.
No, you can't fit. You can't fit where the window is. Like, this is a nook that's just kind of meant for rain to go through. So it's a window basically looking at a brick wall.
Well, I mean, clearly, there is a religious experience happening right now. There's a miracle. And I don't know what it means, but somehow shit just appeared there.
Okay. All right. So you're thinking maybe I go out there, don't say anything. Or maybe do say something like, whoa, like there's something in your window. What is that? Maybe a neighbor threw it from high above? Is that poop? I thought it was a chocolate bar or something. What is that?
Yeah.
One of those maybe?
Yeah, it's the only option.
I wonder how that would have gone. I like that. I think if someone's into you enough, they'll be like, you know what? I'm going to have to give them a pass. I'm going to have to believe them for this one.
I mean, this is a crazy situation anyway. So you're either believing that I took a shit or someone else took a shit. And you're new to me and you would be new to those other people. And
Right.
you may have never had shit in your window or whatever before. And it is a little crazy that I just happen to show up and now shit ends up in your window. So
Okay.
all signs are definitely pointing to me.
Yes.
But crazier things have happened, and now aren't we just in a shitty situation? No pun intended.
Oh, ugh. Okay. Okay. So you're saying basically any way to give him that little benefit of the doubt, that little, innocent until proven guilty, right?
Yeah.
That kind of tilts it in your favor. You want to say 99% of you believes I did it, but I want to entice that 1%. So you're just like, I'll let it go. I'll get it cleaned or whatever.
Yeah, basically. I mean, yeah, for sure.
And that makes sense, right? It sounds like an easy way out. Well, this is not what she did. She went out and was like, hey, I was shy. I pooped in your toilet and I went to get rid of said poop and it's stuck in your window now. So as the guy, what are your thoughts?
Well, I am thinking that she might be a keeper.
I think there should be some points for the brutal honesty.
That's why I'm saying it's like, damn, this is one of the most embarrassing things that could have happened. And you could have lied about it. You could have done anything, but you didn't.
Yeah.
You told me about your crazy shit experience. And now I'm interested in what you're capable of doing. Yeah. All right. Fine.
See, but there's also a negative in that too, because she got emotional and did something that's arguably a little crazy, which should be a red flag.
Yeah, but who doesn't do that?
You've
never done anything crazy whilst being emotional, Steven?
No. Okay. Well, not on that level. Actually, no. That's easy to say.
You haven't been put in that position just yet.
Okay. I mean, that's true. If there's a guy I want to be with and I clog his toilet, I would be like, oh my goodness, and I may try to fix it.
See? Put yourself in that person's shoes, Steven.
And this isn't the only case. There was another case where a lady took the poop and put it in a bag and just left with it in her purse. So this has happened before. She's not the only one.
When you say in a bag, you mean like in a Ziploc, like freshness is kept in bag? Or do you mean in a bag that you kind of just roll up, but the smell is still totally getting out of it bag.
I don't know the bag, but like a grocery sack, I would assume maybe a grocery sack. If not, that's funny that she has Ziplocs ready to go. And why do you have Ziplocs? Like, are there random sandwiches coming your way that you need fresh? Like, what is...
Nope. You put
anyways.
the random sandwich bags in there just in case something like this happens. Steven, it's always good to be prepared for everything.
What sucks is this is still considered part of the first impression, right?
Right.
So you don't know her well enough to be like, oh, this is a one-time thing. I personally would be like, okay, this is a bit nuts. This may be her norm.
Right.
She may have a crazy situation with poops that she, every time she does, she tries to do something with it instead of just flushing it like the rest of us.
I'd want to stick around and find out for a little bit, at least.
Yeah. Okay.
If the poop thing is a common occurrence, that's just weird. Done, right? But if common hijinks, like if it's always random, ridiculous hijinks and they are a common occurrence, you might still want to stick around. It might make life more interesting depending on the severity of each situation, of course.
Sure. Okay. So you're seeing this as like, oh, this, you know what? This is more adventurous. Maybe he's looking for something different and exciting.
Yeah, I mean, based on the brutal honesty, maybe he is.
Yeah. All right. So at this point, he knows. And she's like,
Hey, it's weird, I know, I'm sorry, but I would like to fix this. Can I have a plastic bag? I'm going to try to get the poop out from between the windows.
Or if it's the alleyway. I may have this kind of wrong, but either way, the poop is sitting right there outside the window. She believes she can go up and into the window to get it. She explains that she used to be a gymnast.
Oh. I don't know that I used to be a gymnast gives you credibility to handle this situation. I don't know that you being that or having those skills means that you can deal with this effectively.
She could bend in certain ways. Yeah. All right. So the guy agrees.
Okay, I'll let you have a shot of fixing this situation.
They get like a step ladder. She goes up and over to try to get the poop out the window, and she becomes stuck.
Oh, okay. So she was a fat gymnast. A big fat gymnast.
No, not like that. The window was fairly like an average sized window.
Oh, was it?
So like any average sized person would get stuck.
I'm joking. It's funny.
Yeah, I got you.
This guy. He's like, no. She might be listening. We need the viewers. It's don't shit on her. She is a sexy gymnast.
Every listener matters. She actually responded to some stuff on Reddit, which is funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
And she was just like, I panicked, and here we are.
I fuck with it, man. I fuck with it.
Yeah. So yeah, the brutal honesty gets points. That without a doubt.
Totes.
So he tries to help her get out. He can't. The fire department has to be called.
That's awesome.
It only accelerates, right? She's like,
Okay, cool, I can fix this. It's still probably gonna ruin anything we had, but I can fix it and then just walk away from this situation guilt-free.
right?
Right.
But it only got worse. So the fire department comes in.
Alright, this is weird, but what also sucks is we're gonna have to break the window to get her out safely.
So they break the window and get her out.
Wow.
And at this point, the dude's like,
Okay, I have a broken window, thanks. Glad the poop's taken care of and that you're free.
what are you thinking at this point? You're a dude that had a poop stuck in your window, then the girl you were potentially going to date stuck in your window, and now you have a broken window. How's this going?
I mean, so far so good. Right?
You know what? Everything's going according to plan.
Yeah.
This is nice. A nice evening.
Let me ask you this, Steven. What is the main reason you go out on a date?
To meet firemen.
Exactly. And guess what? by going out on a date with this woman, he was able to meet that fireman he wanted to meet.
Perfect. Nothing like a group of guys coming in on your date to break your window.
Hanging out, doing dude stuff, spraying hoses, putting out fires. Bunch of hot stuff happening.
Sliding down poles.
Yeah.
I can't. We can't keep this up. It's not right.
It's not, Steven? Do you want to lose some other viewers?
Oh, man. The tangents. All right, let's bring it back in. Honestly, this guy's not going to call her back. Let's be real.
No, what are you talking
right?
about? Not true.
Let's be real.
It's still part of the same hilariousness. Look, Steven, first of all, if we were intrigued before, kind of slightly, by her honest truth-telling abilities, right?
Okay.
And then she says, hey, but it's cool though. I can get it. I'm a gymnast. I'm thinking, oh, you are? Well, then this is easy as shit then.
I'm thinking she escaped a mental asylum at this point and is just saying random shit like, I'm a doctor, I'm a gymnast, I'll fix it.
No, but that's hilarious. You could think mental asylum, or you could think she is trying to fix the most embarrassing situation she's ever been involved in ever in life. And so she has to show some kind of confidence. So she says, well, I mean, I can definitely deal with this. I'm a gymnast. It's okay. I'll fix it. To give you the confidence in her. So then you say, okay, cool. Go handle that. So then she says, awesome. And now she's stuck in the window. And now you're laughing because she's a gymnast who's very agile and can definitely do this. Now she's stuck in the window.
What I imagine is a little bit of Mission Impossible, right? So you got the ladder. She's slowly lowering herself in very carefully. And then all of a sudden there's a slip and she's just lodged in there.
Stuck.
It was like a beautiful, graceful Tom Cruise is coming down from the ceiling. Everything's going right. He's catching the sweat. He's doing graceful things, and she's mimicking all of these things. And then all of a sudden, bump, and it all fails.
Instantly stuck. It's just beautiful.
Okay. I see where you're coming from, but I don't know.
It's too awesome. This is too great of a story. This is my point. And then they have to break the window. Hilarious. They have to break the window to get her out. She's a gymnast. She was stuck. This is awesome.
If someone I didn't know that well broke my window, though, you gotta be a little real. You'd be like, not cool.
I think it's hilarious as long as they say instantly as soon as we find out they have to break the window, if they say instantly, hey, I'm paying for it, I'm really sorry for this, then I don't give a fuck.
Yes.
If by chance they don't mention they're gonna pay for it, come on, get out of here. It was kind of funny and cute before that you're ridiculous, but now you're ridiculous and you're an asshole for not paying for my shit.
Expensive.
So there's a difference. So it depends. For me, at least.
He got a quote to get the window fixed. It was going to be 400 pounds.
Which is what she weighed, but since we made the joke.
I don't think the window, she wouldn't have been stuck. She would have gone right through.
Yeah, that's fair.
If she weighed that much. And also, a gymnast that's 500 pounds, if someone says I'm a gymnast and they weigh that morbidly obese, I'm going to be like, I'm going to go ahead and say I don't believe you. But I want you to get healthy.
I actually, at that point, if that is the case, if they were that large, I might have thought that the shit situation would have been way crazier, right? So then I would say, you know what? Maybe that 1% chance, maybe that makes more sense now for you.
There you go.
See?
Yeah.
There's a benefit of being a really, really large gymnast.
A person that heavy is not agile enough to be throwing poops out windows. Let's be real.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's good. So if she had just gained, I don't know how much she weighed. So let's say if she had gained 350 pounds in a matter of 15 minutes, she would have had a great backstory.
Yes.
Okay. So just to clarify the logic there. Good. All right. So anytime I'm in a shitty situation, gain weight.
Precisely.
I think I do that naturally already, but I'll accelerate it.
That's what most humans do. Yeah. Anytime we don't feel good,
okay.
we eat.
All right. There we go.
Yep.
So he is like,
I don't have the money to pay for this.
and I believe she said that as well. So I think collectively, I don't know if this is true, but they did a GoFundMe, which she went along with,
That's awesome.
to raise money to pay for his.
That's awesome.
Because the story's funny. It's going to go viral, which it did. That's how I found it. And there's pictures of her being stuck and the firemen and all that good stuff. So if you look up this story, you'll find it all. But they ended up raising like $2,500. And the other part went to charity, obviously being good people that they are. But it also, so his window got paid for.
Wow.
And charities got helped because she panicked and threw a poop in a window.
That's awesome.
Now, usually you don't get any more than that, right? That you just hear the story, you hear the money's paid for, good. A website, news website, I think it was a Daily Mail. I don't remember who it was. But they interviewed the guy. So he had like a little short interview for a minute. He kind of just breaks down the story, but the beautiful part is they ask, do you plan on seeing her again? Could you imagine being in that situation where you obviously don't want to see that person again, but you can't seem like an asshole, so you have to say nice things, but also imply, I don't want to see her again?
Yet again, I still might want to, depending on some of those things. But yes, if I don't want to, if I did not want to, then I would say, honestly, the date didn't go that well.
You guys can't see me, but I'm shaking my head.
I would say, honestly, the date didn't go that well. So I don't know that we had that spark, but I'm totally down to be friends with her because even though she did this shit, she was mad cool enough to help me get these funds to pay off this window and put herself out there like that. She's a great person. We're totally going to be friends.
There's definitely no spark, right? But there's definitely a shart, you could argue, huh?
I hate you.
As you should. All right. So obviously, this is just a minefield he has to go through. But he's very polite. He's like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. She was really nice, and we were having a good time and all that. And we'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes. I was like, he handled that perfectly. He left it open, but it's obvious he doesn't want to see her again. Kudos to him.
Right.
But yeah, that's basically the end of the story. It is just... what a poop journey that was.
Man. Yeah. That's nuts. I think I would definitely be a little more open. I mean, was she attractive too or no?
I never saw her face.
Oh, okay.
But I mean,
because that matters, right? I mean, what if he's not that attractive?
Right. Well, okay. Let's be real. As guys, the level of attraction allows you to get away with more. So if she was a solid like 11 out of 10, she probably could have come back in and be like, hey, I literally smeared poop on your mirror, and I wrote I love you. And you'd probably be like, oh, wow, that's really weird, but artistic. Like, I feel like I would make excuses for it to be okay if she was that attractive.
Really? I would say, oh, that's so nice. You marked your territory with your love for me. From you.
With your love shit. But if she's unattractive, you'd be like, you monster, how dare you? Which is so shallow. But I think our just instincts would kind of take over a little bit.
Yeah, I would definitely be like, you fucking bitch. Get out of my house now. Yeah, I wouldn't.
That's so sad, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, fix it.
So with that being said, I'll try to remember this story, and anytime someone poops in this way, I'll be like, okay, it doesn't matter how they look. Treat all weird poop situations the same. Okay?
Totally.
Done. Well, I feel that wraps up today's episode. Did you have any final thoughts, Hemi?
No, I think that's about all that could be said.
All right. So basically, keep the poops in the toilet. If it's clogged, that's life. Just be you. You poop. You're a human. You poop. You're a female. You poop. You're whatever gender you are. You poop. It's fine.
Bloop.
Poop freely. Do not fear the poop.
Don't fear the poop.
The worst he could have done and gone in and be like, oh, it's kind of clogged. Like if she had came out and was like, oh, I clogged the toilet. Like where we ate, I had that spicy food. Sorry. He probably would have been like, oh, it happens all the time. Like I clog it constantly. It's just a crappy toilet, which is funny to say.
I hate you.
So I think that's the lesson of today. Be proud of your poo.
Yeah. Yeah. Be proud. Stand by it.
Stand by which she tried to do and ended up stuck.
Yes.
Anyways, thank you so much for listening to our show. It truly means a lot. Find us wherever you find your favorite podcasts and check us out on social media. Just search Ponder Freak. We can't wait to hear from you. Till next time.